Welcome back to another update of Skyrim with Sneakers, who has been tasked with finding this man, Septimus Cygnus, who is supposedly at a Dwemer ruin up there, and Sneakers is quite excited about this because he has heard of Dwemer ruins, the Dwemer being the long-lost dwarven people of Tamriel who disappeared without a trace, more or less. Well, perhaps less rather than more without a trace, because in fact there are a lot of traces, but the Dwemer themselves are gone. But they have left behind ruins, cities, and Sneakers has certainly heard the stories from Morrowind of huge passageways with ancient machinery and even ancient robots prowling the halls, great metal warriors prowling the halls, defending the now gone Dwemer from invaders, even though their masters are long since gone. That is a fox. Fox, that is not a threat. And Sneakers, in his life, has only once and very briefly been into one of these ruins of the ancient dwarves. A plant he doesn't know. Sneakers will pick that up. Grass pod. Right. He does sort of know what to do. Ah, this is an ice wolf. And Sneakers is quite curious about this this place. It seems to be on the east bank of this water, and the water looks cold, but there are sort of frozen chunks of ice, so Sneakers will try to use those if he can to avoid getting all cold and wet, which no cats like. Ooh, that was close. Right, this way, yeah? Yeah, Sneakers is very curious about these ancient peoples. He thinks the inside of a dark, sneakable ruin seems much more, even if it is, you know, the remains of a long-lost, very mysterious people. He thinks that is a bit more inviting than these very cold, wet, icy wastes, basically, in here. Is that a rabbit bunny? There is clearly an old ruin here as well, of a different type, not a dwarven ruin, just a nord ruin. Sneaker has seen lots of these ruins and he is not as curious about them, but he would like to try and mark this place on his map, if he can. Oh, undead. Sky Temple ruins. thing about the weather is this: with the wind it is easier to sneak, though you would think people would leave traces in the snow, but perhaps Sneakers is so light on his feet it does not do this. Oh crap. Don't tell me. Phew! The toes of the skeleton are still here, which means Sneakers can pick up the skeleton's arrows. That is good. Because the skeleton clearly fell very, very far. Does not seem to be a very good idea for the Sneakers to jump down there. No, it doesn't. Clairvoyant spell suggests going down here, back where Sneakers came. Which does make more sense, yes. This way, perhaps? Yes. This way. Toward the dwarven ruins of old. In the wild like here, though, Sneakers would like to wear crosses. It does armor his head a little better. Whoa! It sounded an awful lot like a bear. But where is it? Sneakers will admit that there is a lot of stark beauty to this icy, snowy landscape. But he would prefer to get indoors and investigate ancient peoples. Oh, a worker. Yes, a worker. Will these things become hostile if Sneaker shows where he is? By the way, Sneakers is... what is it? Huh? But there is no ruin here, is there? Perhaps the entrance to the ruin is in the water. Sneakers thinks these workers may not be hostile if he keeps his distance, so why provoke them? They look big and strong. And Sneakers is not hungry right now. Sneakers has the skill to cast his illusions without making noise. He can cast spells silently, which is quite useful, because he can still cast clairvoyance and not be detected by these workers. Yes, it seems over in this direction. Out on the ice. Perhaps it is underwater. Oh, look at that. A boat stuck in all the ice. And that would be the entrance. Wow. This Septimus Cygnus' outpost. So this would probably be the entrance to the outpost. It does not look very dwarven. This is probably how Septimus got here, though, on this boat. Well, he's not there now, so... Sneakers was looking forward to... Well, he's still looking forward to getting inside. This is not a dwarven place, this is an ice cave. Still not as cold as outside, but... Did people not say that He's studying a dwarven artifact, but perhaps not necessarily in a dwarven place. Sneakers look that to be obvious. Or perhaps this is only the entrance. Oh, look at this. This is not ice. And that is the man. No. That's not particularly polite to suddenly pop up and scare people. You want to ask for help, so Sneakers will make a point of looking less scary and approach this man.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths. When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex.
Sneakers thinks cutting to the chase may be important, but he is also very curious. This looks like ancient stuff, alright, Dwemer stuff. What brings you to this remote place, Septimus?
Ah, the ice entombs the heart. The bane of Kagranak and Dagobert.
Really?
To harness it is to know the fundaments. The Dwemer lockbox hides it from me. The Elder Scroll gives insight deeper than the deep ones, though, to bring about the opening.
You have an Elder Scroll here?
I have seen enough to know their fabric, the warp of air, the weft of time. But no, it is not in my possession.
So, where is it then?
Here. Well, here as in this plane. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively speaking.
Well, it could be in the Somerset Isle
On the
then.
cosmological scale. Well, it's all nearby.
Yes, get to the point. Can you help me, Sneakers, get the Elder Scroll or not?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return.
Oh. Sneakers has an inkling, but what do you want?
You see this masterwork of the Dwemer?
Yes.
Deep inside their greatest knowing.
Yes.
Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own